Welcome to Civitai.com, the home of the generative AI art community. If you enjoy this video, please consider hitting us with a like and subscribing, as it'll go a long way in helping us continue to bring you the highest quality AI community content. Please enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? So we're gonna get back to basics a little here today, and we are going to learn ourselves something. Right on. Douglas, hello from Brazil. Awesome. Glad to have you here. Drums, what is going on? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to give everyone just a few more minutes. I started a couple minutes early so that people could pile in a little early. We are going to learn some stuff today, like we used to. Nothing over the top, nothing crazy, but something that I think will be incredibly useful for you guys. So let me actually go ahead and pin this in the chat here. Boom. All right. So, or actually, no, let me change that. What's going on, guys? What's up, Engelstein? Calvin, what's up, buddy? My friend from LinkedIn that we were just messaging. Glad to see you out there fighting the good fight. It's funny how people will jump on you even when you are presenting a LoRa trained on your own literal photography work. It's hilarious. Calvin, with your permission, I would love to share your LinkedIn post as well with people on here, if that's cool with you. But if not, all good. What's going on, guys? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pin this link to the Twitch chat for you guys. All right. So this is new-ish, maybe not like the most new thing, but I think it's something that is definitely good for us to discuss and for you guys to learn about, because I know a lot of people still have a difficult time with this sometimes. So in the pinned message at the top of the Twitch chat, guys, I went together and I put together the workflow that I'm going to walk through with you guys today, which is the page you're looking at on my screen right now. And this is a very, very simple SAM2 ComfyUI workflow to allow you to use segment anything to the newest meta segment model in Comfy to pull really clean alpha mats or rotoscopes. This is essentially how we're going to teach you guys how to rotoscope without having to do the whole After Effects grind. So the workflow is in the link in the chat. Let me know if anyone has a difficult time downloading it or if there's any issues. I literally just uploaded it right before I went live, so it's there. And yeah, man, we're just going to go over this because it is so simple and so straightforward. But I also have a couple videos here that I downloaded so that we can test different scenarios. Because the thing that always bugs me with rotoscope tools and when people are promoting rotoscope tools is that they always show you the rotoscope on the easiest footage scenario. It's almost always on the easiest scenario, period. So we are going to take a look at it and see how it performs in Comfy on a couple different scenarios. I didn't try it on any of these videos prior to doing this, but before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and let's walk through the workflow. And to do that, let me actually change my splines to spliny mode so you guys can see where everything is plugged in, because I want you guys to understand what is happening here. Okay, so give me just a second. I'm still getting used to the new ComfyUI manager look here. So boom. As always, when we are building, we use spline mode. And when we are generating and doing art, then we use straight mode because it's easier to look at. If you guys don't like using straight mode when you're not unplugging and plugging things in, then I think you're actually insane. But fancy word for spaghetti. Exactly. So this, it just occurred to me that we haven't done like a tutorial or me walking through anything since we kind of switched to the restream thing. And this is actually really weird not having any like voice feedback from anyone the way that I did back when we were doing this all in Discord. So it feels very much like me talking to myself in an echo chamber, which I guess is how streamers feel all the time, which is a little weird, but I guess you just get used to it. Just kind of like speaking to yourself into the void. Anyways, sidetracking. Okay, so let's just walk through this real quick. So this is the workflow that you'll see when you download and you load that JSON file into your ComfyUI. It's literally just one JSON file. Boom. You'll probably have to install a couple nodes if you don't have these. There were 2 main node packs that you will have to install for this. And those, let's just look at those real quick, are going to be the ComfyUI Segment Anything 2 by Kijai. So that's number 1. Okay, these are all of our basic Segment Anything 2. And then it was also, is it everywhere? Use everywhere. Boom. So this is, yes, this is going to go on YouTube. That was also part of the motivation for me doing this, was for us to have like a high value video to put on YouTube as like a tutorial again, because we've just had so many kind of like interviews and talking head ones. I wanted to come back and teach you guys something that I think would be really useful. So yes, this will be going on YouTube after this stream is done. And we need this use everywhere node pack because this, so I haven't really used it before this, but what this one is doing, I'll show you guys right now. So use everywhere, this anything everywhere node, if we plug it into the image of our load video, you'll see, okay, so I unplug it, see how this image connector is just kind of normal now, but then when I plug this in, boop, it like lights up a little. So what this is doing is it's transmitting the image of the load video node into all of the image connectors that it would plug into. So you can see these are lit up right here. Image. That means that it's actually the same thing as if this was just plugged into there. So kind of cool. Keep it a little bit cleaner. What is the name for the green blocks? What green blocks are you referring to? Are you talking about this thing? We're getting there. So the way this is all working. Okay, first off, what is Segment Anything? Segment Anything 2 is Meta's AI-based tracking model, where it will allow us to create really clean alpha mats, which is a white subject on a black canvas that can be used in various other ComfyUI workflows, cough, mine, that is on Civitai, where you can separate the subject from the background, as well as you can then take these alpha mats into programs like After Effects or CapCut or DaVinci Resolve and add a bunch of really cool effects to just that part of the video without the need to do the rotoscope thing. Green blocks above the nodes on the right. What are you looking at? green blocks above the nodes on the right. Nodes on the right. Where? I do not know what you're looking at, Stealth. The names? Oh, the names. Oh, God, I didn't even know those were green. Okay. That, I believe, if you go into your ComfyUI manager and you turn on this right here, badge, you want the ID number and the nickname, then on all of your nodes, those will appear so you can see what node packs they're a part of. So again, that was your ComfyUI manager, and you're going to change the badge in the dropdown to the ID and the nickname. Sorry, I didn't even realize those were green, and they've just been there for so long for me that I didn't even realize it. Okay, so what's happening here? We are feeding it a video, and let's actually do a better video here. I downloaded a bunch of videos to use specifically in here. SAM2 tutorial, boom. And let's just try this guy to start off with. Bam. And for right now, we're going to bypass our final output. Okay, so block 1, source video, very straightforward. Block 2, the editor and the preview. So again, you could easily build this yourself right now, or you can download the workflow that's pinned to the top of the chat. The points editor node from Kijai. This is game changing. So basically what this allows us to do is we have these points, and if you hover on the points editor thing, it'll bring up a shortcut menu. So it says shift right click to add a negative point. So boom, bam. So now we have a negative point. So anything we put the red on will be taken out of the alpha mat, and anything we put the green on will be put into the alpha mat. But I need to load a new image. What we have to do here to get this whole thing to work properly is we need to take the first frame of whatever the video is that we loaded. So super simple. We're just going to open up this video in media player. I'm going to go to my preferences real quick. And for my video snapshots, I'm just going to make it go into a folder that I have pre-prepared in here. So SAM2 tutorial, first frames, select folder, boom, save. Now, this is the first frame of the video. We're going to go ahead and just take the snapshot. Bam. So that now saved a PNG of the first frame of the video into this folder for me. And I'm going to right click and click load image. And I'm going to put in the first frame of the video. And the only thing I don't like about this particular node is it doesn't seem to want to allow me to make this smaller. So we're just gonna pull this guy down. It's going to be massive. So we are going to put a couple green markers on him, and we'll put the red marker just in the background here. And this editor, this points editor, is connected to the SAM2 segmentation node, your SAM2 model. So let's talk about the SAM2 model for a second. So from what I understand, this base plus is kind of like the best one to use. And then the precision is basically FP16 will be the fastest and the least memory intensive if you don't have a whole lot of GPU. The BF16 is like the balance between quality and low memory usage. And the FP32 is best quality, eats up a whole lot of memory, takes the longest. So for streaming purposes and all intents and purposes, we are just going to use BF16. And then the SAM2 segmentation, we're going to keep the model loaded, and we can toggle on and off whether or not we want this to target individual objects. And we will take a look at what that means in just a second. But for now, let's just go ahead and click Q and get the preview right here and see what it looks like. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, so that is a pretty clean alpha. So then if we go ahead and we unbypass this one right here and we hit Q again, then this final output should give us this, but on a black background. Irotaku, thank you, buddy. What he said. So then let's take a look at it right here. So that, I think that's a pretty good alpha mat. Of course, this was some pretty straightforward footage, but you guys get the point, right? And then if you want to do kind of like real time, well, okay, the one thing that wasn't working for me in the points editor was the right click on a point to delete it. It wasn't letting me delete anything earlier. Oh, now it is. Cool. So let's delete this down to just I think it's a little bit finicky. Hello. You can only delete in middle of the stack. 0 or highest can't be deleted. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so I can't delete 1 or 0, but if there was like a 2, I could then delete the 1. Gotcha. Okay, good to know. So, okay. We're going to try to put this on his glove and this on his Band-Aid. And we're going to turn on individual objects. And if we turn on the auto cue, we have our final output off, so it's not going to save any of this. But if we hit Q, as we move the points around, or actually, wait, we want to bring this down to 1. Sorry, boom. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now, as we move the points around, it's going to update this live since it is auto queuing. And see, so now if I pulled one of them on his body, but let's say I pulled this one onto the tree back here. So you guys see what just happened there? So I have 1 addition point on his Band-Aid, another one on this tree, and then I'm taking away the background. So, and that is what we're seeing reflected right here. And it keeps auto prompting. And I have it only doing 1 frame at a time, just so we can see what happens every time we move one of these. So if I was to move this down to this tree, let's see if we can just isolate his hair. Whoa, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I think. Okay, let's stop this auto cue. Boom. Okay, so let's try a different scenario here. So, clear image. Clear. Press new canvas. New canvas. New canvas. New canvas is on the bottom. Bam! There you go, my man. All right, so we are going to try this ballerina dancer. But again, we need to get the first frame of the video that we're using. So we're going to open up the ballerina dancer. Oh, nope. We're going to pause this. We're going to go back to the first frame. We are going to take a snapshot. Load image. Boom. Grab the ballerina dancer. Put one on her. And this one in the background. Individual objects off. We'll do 50 frames. And cue. Let's see. You are best to bring in part of a video, skip every, and do a portion of the video to test. Connect the background image connection to the first image to skip the loading. Oh no, remote desktop failing me. So let's see what that gave us. Because I've had a lot of people hit me up to test various rotoscope tools on like LinkedIn, and I'm always so kind of suspicious of them because they always show it to me on the easiest footage. Oh, well, that one didn't do too. Oh, it was off of it. Do that again. And the main thing here is just so you guys can get clean alphas to use in your other ComfyUI workflows. Because I think most of these, like, this is way better than what I ever got or saw out of BioRefNet. Yeah, I mean, these are great. These are super usable. Oh, here is one that I wanted to test. So this will be a good one because the hand comes into the frame, and I specifically grabbed this video so that we could test it like this. So money, background, testing. Yeah, Jay, what was that link you were trying to post? So what I want to see here is if it keeps just the money rotoscope with as the hand goes over it. Oh, What's going on there, buddy? Maybe that. Maybe I need more dots on the money here. You don't think it can do this? Ooh, it's like almost there. It's just that very first frame. That very first frame, that is almost there. Let's try one more here. Hi, Tyler. How to create a mask from a segmented image, like pick certain areas of a control net segmented image to be regenerated while keeping the other segments intact. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think this looks like exactly what I was trying to get. So what we did here, it took a little bit of finessing, but we essentially were able to take the money in this clip and isolate it from the hand and from the background. So if we wanted to now, we could put this in Animate Diff and we could just diffuse the money. Yeah, Jay, you're gonna have to type to everyone what you're trying to show. It's not gonna let a link. It's not gonna let you put a link in the Twitch chat. It's not gonna show it to anyone. So you're gonna just have to like tell people what you're trying to show them. Del Guy video says, I'm new to this and looking for an easy to start workflow for ComfyUI so I can begin experimenting. Well, my friend, I got just the place I can send you to. And I think everyone knows where I'm going to send you. And for anyone else new that's watching, we are going to go here and we are going to drop his link back in because he made the two best beginner workflows, the two best beginner videos. So Del Guy video, there is the first video you should watch. And here is the second video you should watch, and watch them in that order. And that is how you are going to learn yourself some ComfyUI. Do not skip anything and just watch them. Okay, so I am pretty happy with this. Again, this workflow for you guys to get these alpha mats are pinned to the top. And then let's just like look at this practically, right? So, if we were to, yeah, let's do this video, for example. So let me open up a new Comfy tab here. And let's say something like ... But okay, so let's come here. I guess the problem there is we would have to figure out what frame of the video we were in. But here, let's try this. Load image. SAM2. Actually, wait, there's another video I had we could try. Let's try the basketball one because there's a lot of dynamic stuff going on in here. Okay. Thank you, Dever. Thank you for that very succinct. Boom. Thank you, sir. Using all the open source models tools, is it possible to produce Vigil level results in Comfy? Yes. Yes, I would say so. I would say you just need to have the right workflows set up and be doing it smart. But so you could take something like what Enigmatic E does, where he actually is taking Vigil, using that to do the initial stylization on the person or the subject, and then using Animate Diff to like push that even further. And yeah, so check it out. Look at what we just got from the, like, that is a clean alpha matte, man. And so there's a lot of really cool stuff we could do with this, because then we could even probably just do, so here, let's add another one, and let's go boom, and let's turn individual objects on, and let's see if we can just isolate his shoes. And look, all I'm doing to add these, all you would do is hover over points editor, and it tells you the shortcut. So it's just shift click to add another green point, shift right click to add another negative point. And then it's control click to draw like an area box. And I think we got good shoes. Like a little bit of messiness, but at the point of you guys diffusing over this, and by the time it's all said and done, I promise you those little flickers are not even going to be noticeable, especially not for the type of work that most of us are doing. So see, that was with individual objects turned on. Let's see what happens when we have individual objects turned off. Animate diff the ball and the shoes separately. All right, GT. All right, GT. I feel like you're trying to bait me here, but okay. So okay, well, this wasn't that wasn't such a good test because I feel like I actually cleaned up some of the flickering, but okay. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. Okay, but getting sidetracked here. The main point of this stream was to show you guys how to use SAM2 to get your clean alpha mattes, and I definitely think we successfully did that. And we ran a bunch of tests on this, and we got everything from the individual basketball to the shoes to even his clothing. And most of them, I think, with just like the addition of a couple more dots in places. So like we could probably put one more dot on his shorts on the other side, and then it would clean that up. You're like 99% to the way there for a clean alpha matte without having to touch any type of rotoscope tools. This workflow is pinned to the top of the Twitch chat for you guys to download off of Civitai. And I would just throw this in your workflow folder and just keep it as a workflow in here so that whenever you guys need to, no, Sergius, this is a video that I downloaded off of my ArtGrid account. it's just a stock footage website. So it was literally just a random basketball stock footage thing that I grabbed. You can see here, it's just in like my library of stuff. Why not animate just the subject or the mask and keep the background still, especially with LC light in to blend it all nicely? I mean, yeah, dude, Wally, do literally whatever you want with it. I just wanted to show you guys how to get the alpha matte. The alpha matte, getting that clean black and white opens up all the possibilities for you guys, the same way that getting a clean depth map or a clean normal map can also really help you relight everything. So yeah, the point of this was to give you guys this singular tool so you have one less extra thing to worry about outside of ComfyUI so that you guys can just go do your thing, go wild. My personal style and my personal thing right now is transforming the entire scene into madness. But yeah, use LC light, blend it all together, use this stuff to relight the scenes. The animating stuff was just like, oh, it looks so weird. This was totally not set up for this. Anyways, we're not going to look at that failure of a thing, but yeah, grab the rotoscope, the SAM2 workflow from the link, just add it to your toolbox, and then go wild with it and do all the things and post anything that you guys make using the SAM2 to do the alphas in the gallery of that thing. But kind of key takeaways here is load your video, pull the first frame of your video, load it into the point editor here, add your green points on the things that you want to be white, add the red points on the things you want to be black. If you want to do individual objects like shoes, basketball, shirt, Band-Aid, whatever, check and uncheck individual objects. If you have a very kind of like low to medium computer system, for the precision, use BF16. If you're running a 4090, feel free to jump up to FP32. And then hit run and get your alpha matte to use in your other workflows. And it is super, super simple. So you guys don't have to pay for an Adobe subscription, because I know a lot of people hate Adobe right now. So yeah, man. I think that's gonna wrap it up here. This was kind of like the main point of this. I don't really want to dive too deep into anything else. There was another workflow I saw though that if we had time, I wanted to look at, but I think this one we'll save for next week. I'll put the link in the chat for this one, because this was another one that I was looking at, which was the singing avatar, live portrait, mimic motion, animate LCM. Be warned that this one does require you to go through the hoops of installing Reactor and Insight Face. We all remember what a pain in the butt Reactor and Insight Face was. So just know that you will need to get that installed for this workflow to work. This is not something that I have tried yet, but I saw it and I was really interested in it. I saw someone else post something about it on LinkedIn. Oh, it was Albert Bozisan posted about this particular workflow on LinkedIn, and that's how I saw this. So go give that a try. Since we didn't have time to get to this on the stream, this is another one that I wanted to test out. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope that you guys are able to take that workflow and get some alpha mats that will help you just create your animate diff stuff even quicker. And I'm gonna get this video on YouTube ASAP so that people can kind of have it to like refer back to. So yeah, guys, tomorrow, we got a really dope one. Tomorrow, I'm going to be joined by War Anakin, who, if you guys have spent any extended period of time on Civitai, you know that War Anakin is like one of the LoRa training masters. And so he's going to come on and he is going to talk to us and give us insights about training better LoRas, how he trains LoRas, and just giving a lot of tips and gems on how to train your LoRas better. So don't miss tomorrow's. War Anakin he's someone that does LoRa training professionally at a professional level. And I'm pretty sure it's like his full-time job. So you need someone that can give bad tips on training LoRas. K-Bro. Oh, yeah. And so I guess KF Tiger is advertising himself, even though he's not going to give you bad tips on training LoRas. But next Friday, he's going to be joining us and we're going to get some insight into his LoRa training process, because his stuff has been going crazy, which I really just found his stuff last week on the stream with all his really cool video game LoRas. So, oh, and also, let's just take a look at this real quick, because this man was dope enough to join the stream and kind of be here for the entire time. So let me go to LinkedIn real quick. And I want to shout this guy out because it takes a lot to do something like this. Why is this on light mode? Why are you on light mode? Let's go to Lux. We'll try to tackle that tomorrow. Okay. I don't know why my LinkedIn was on light mode there for a second. That just like that immediately ruined my day. So okay, where he had just sent me a message. Let me go to his page. Okay, so Calvin has been in the stream this whole time. Shout out to Calvin. Calvin posted this thing. Is it here? Boom. It is here. He posted this thing on LinkedIn. I'm going to link you guys to his thread on LinkedIn. He trained a LoRa that I'm pretty sure is on. Calvin, are you hosting this on Civitai? You are. My man. I was hoping I didn't click that link and it took me to Hugging Face. I would have had to ban you or something. So, Calvin posted this thread on LinkedIn explaining how he trained a LoRa specifically on photography, and that he has trained this LoRa on his own work, and he put it out there for people, and it's a flux LoRa, and he got so much heat on LinkedIn. Reading this LinkedIn thread was so triggering for me, but I didn't. I refrain. I'm trying to not get into too many back and forths with people on social media. So I had a reply like written out to someone, and I deleted it, and I took a deep breath, and I walked away from my phone. But yeah, go show Calvin some love. I'll link the LoRa on Civitai, so you guys can play with it in the image generator and try it out. Leave him some good comments and whatnot. But it takes a lot to do something like train a LoRa, especially a flux LoRa, on your specific work that you did, and make that public and put that out there to people. And he's not the first one to do that. You know, another one that comes to mind is Harrow. Harrow trained that his logo LoRa back in 1.5 XL, way before Flux, on his own graphic design work, And then he realized like, oh crap, did I just ruin my job for myself? Because then everyone was generating all these logos that looked like stuff that Haro would have made. But Haro put it out there, and shout out to him too. We haven't seen him around the stream in a minute, but yeah, man, go leave. If you guys are on LinkedIn, leave Calvin a like, leave him a comment, make some cool stuff with his LoRa over on his Civitai page. And that is going to wrap us up for today. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific with War Anakin, and we will hopefully be getting a little LoRa training masterclass. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go download the SAM2 workflow. Just throw that tool in your tool belt. And yeah, man, appreciate you guys. I got to have one person in here to go back and forth with me, dude. I hate talking to myself. This is so weird. I don't know how streamers do this. Anyways, I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. with War Anakin. Take care, guys.